You must have heard about Steve Harvey, but if you haven't, let's throw some light. Firstly, this guy comes from humble beginnings. Harvey was born on the 17th of January 1957 in West Virginia. Steve was the youngest of 5 children, and his father was a coal miner. His family eventually moved to Cleveland, Ohio, where he finished high school. Following his graduation from high school, Steve moved back to West Virginia to attend university. After he graduated from the university, he found himself working a string of jobs, including delivering mail, selling insurance, and even boxing. Harvey never found his place until he started performing stand-up comedy in 1985. After just 4 years of performing stand-up comedy on small stages, he found fame and success after reaching the finals of the 2nd annual Johnny Walker National Comedy Search in 1989. Then, in 1993, he took over as a host of the TV show It's Showtime at the Apollo, which lasted until 2000. Before the end of his run as the TV host for It's Showtime at the Apollo, Steve Harvey had his own sitcom on the WB network, The Steve Harvey Show, from 1996 to 2002. The show built the friendship between him and Cedric the Entertainer, who became his partner on the Kings of Comedy tour, which also included D.L. Hewley and Bernie Mac. Harvey has become one of the richest comedians in the world over the years, alongside the likes of Kevin Hart, Larry David, Matt Groening, and Jerry Seinfeld. Steve Harvey has an estimated net worth of a whopping $200 million as of 2022, and we'll show you how he earns his fortune and how he spends it, because why not? Steve Harvey doesn't just appear on television, he overwhelms on television every time. If it appears as though you're seeing Steve Harvey every time you change the channel, it's probably because he has immersed himself in all kinds of entertainment, proving to his fans and followers that hard work truly does turn into huge career success over time. Harvey's net worth is a far cry from the days when he faced homelessness and had to live in his Ford Tempo. His success story is a true and touching one, and now that he's reached the highest levels of fame and fortune, the comedian isn't shy about spending his hard-earned bucks on his over-the-top lavish lifestyle. Steve Harvey's first ladder to fame was on the Kings of Comedy film, courtesy of Spike Lee. Harvey had already played in comedic entertainment at the time. However, this was the feature performance that certainly made him a household name. He starred alongside the likes of Bernie Mac, Cedric the Entertainer, and D.L. Hewley, each of which had churned out highly thriving careers in comedy since their hit movie was released. Since that time, comedy has always been Harvey's true love, and he's raked in millions of dollars for his comedic brilliance. The comedian hasn't forgotten where he came from and knows the value of attaining real estate. He's an outstanding real estate portfolio, with mansions stretched in all his favorite places. Harvey has a $3.95 million mansion in Plano, Texas, a 9,258 square foot home in Atlanta, Georgia, a $7.7 million penthouse in Illinois, 2 properties in Texas, and an 11,234 foot square mansion in Beverly Hills that he rents for a jaw-dropping $111,000 each month. In addition to his media power and his highly profitable career as a comedian and television host, Steve Harvey owns an amazing income with an entirely different revenue stream: his skills as a published author. He's written the advice book Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man, which dips deeply into the semantics of romance and intimacy. The subject was highly relatable, and the book rapidly became a bestseller. His initial content within the book eventually developed into a movie series. Steve also loves his flamboyant cars and makes no secret of the fact that he spends a lot of time on them. He's always been fascinated by the acceleration and styling of some of the highest-end automobiles ever made, and he loves enveloping himself in the lap of opulence. Steve Harvey's remarkable car collection is more like a caravan and includes a Bentley Mulsanne, a rare 1941 Cadillac convertible worth $95,000, a black Rolls-Royce Phantom drop-head coupe convertible, and many more. Family Feud and Celebrity Family Feud have been large earners for Steve Harvey. He reportedly brings in approximately $10 million every year by hosting Family Feud alone. He's known for his distinct method of hosting and continues to entice fans with his honest comedic approach to television and his ability to quickly quit back and make even the most ordinary moments seem unexpectedly entertaining. Adding to his lucrative revenue is his time on the Steve Harvey Morning Show, which Harvey earns a cool $20 million. The comedian is also known for hosting the Miss Universe competition. Steve Harvey puts a great deal of priority on his appearance and is always clothed in the most fashionable, custom-made suits that money can buy. His suits set him back a small fortune and outline bold colors and patterns. At one point, he conceded to possessing well over 1,000 suits, all of which were custom-made. He routinely donates his suits to charity as a way of giving back and has expressed that his mother had always demanded he wear a suit and tie to church, and this was something that reverberated with him in his adult years. Steve Harvey keeps the big bucks coming by going on to engage in forthcoming projects. He could effortlessly retire and live a life with financial wealth, but instead, Harvey continues to take on fresh projects and build on his already incredible net worth. He's just begun his hot new television series called Judge Steve Harvey, which is composed similarly to Judge Judy. The ABC courtroom show gives Harvey the ability to make real-life, legally binding rulings and takes his powerful effect on his fans to a new level. Another thing that the comic is known to spend his money on is his cigars. Steve Harvey does enjoy a good cigar from time to time. He appears to be obsessed with the hobby. He possesses several humidors and claims that each of his mega mansions has a reliable space to house his obsession with cigars. He takes pride in kicking back and loosening up with some of the best cigars ever made. His utmost favorite go-tos include Cobia Siglo 6 and Opus X, and he has been known to also like smoking an Ashton Maduro. Steve Harvey's enormous earnings don't all exist in front of the cameras. He also happens to be an extremely talented entrepreneur who owns a combination of his own businesses. He initially prospered under the label Steve Harvey Global and owned his own production company called East 112, as well as Steve Harvey Events, which was run by his daughter. He assembled these organizations into one in 2017 and created Steve Harvey Global. He has since begun obtaining stakes in international elements of Family Feud and is attributed as being the co-founder of NBC's Little Big Shots, among other ventures. Steve Harvey works extremely hard and oftentimes has many projects on the go at the same time, so he has known the significance of carving out time to loosen up and share with his loved ones. He limits no expense when it comes to living a luxurious life, and he's known to splurge when it comes to his vacations. Concerning his personal life, Steve Harvey has been married 3 times. His current wife is Marjorie Bridges, whom he married back in 2007. Steve has 7 children, 3 from his initial marriage, 1 from his second marriage, and Marjorie's 3 children he acquired when the couple married. Jointly with Marjorie, he founded the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation, which concentrates on youth outreach and education. Just recently, Harvey and his wife Marjorie went on a 2-week luxury vacation aboard a private yacht. The Mediterranean voyage set them back $2 million for just the yacht alone. Wow. He has achieved modern fame thanks to YouTube and the many viral videos showing his reactions to Family Feud participants and their incorrect or inappropriate answers. He was nominated for both the Outstanding Talk Show Host and Outstanding Game Show Host Daytime Emmy Awards in 2013, making him the first double-nominated host ever. Also in 2013, he received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In 2015, Harvey hosted the Miss Universe 2015 pageant in Las Vegas. Despite his blunder, where he called the first runner-up as the winner and had to say a few minutes after she was crowned that he'd read the results wrong, he's gone on to host the Miss Universe pageant again in 2016 through to 2018. Between June 2017 and June 2018, Steve Harvey earned $45 million from his numerous projects. He amassed the same number between June 2018 and June 2019. We don't know about you, but where we come from, that's a whole lot of money, don't you think? Thanks for watching, until next time.